We have finally found our Harry Kane replacement, guys. Cut this guy's loan short and get him into the team, man.
Get him up front.
Get him up front. Get him anywhere, mate.
That is ridiculous.
Luka Vuskovic is a generational talent. Look at this guy, bro. He's crazy.
What the hell is that?
He's crazy.
I think Bale would have been proud of that. Ronaldo would have been proud of that.
100%. The guy's crazy, man. I don't understand. Like, what do we have on our hands here?
What am I watching?
No, I should sleep, but the voices in my head.
This is one of some of the Hamburg players who head their hands. They can't believe what they just saw.
An 18-year-old centre-back is putting this out.
It's insane. The technique he's got on him. Oh, that's one of the best overhead kicks I've ever seen.
Yeah. Next up, saying, Kane from the lane, what are we doing here?
See, this, if you remember, this is a very similar screenshot to we saw at the Villa game. We had Simmons there in the middle, and everyone is so deep. Look at the gap there. Such a big gap between the midfield and the front line.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand the thinking here. Who's on the ball here? I can't see. Is it Vicario?
Well, yeah, I think it's Vicario.
Surely someone's got to be vacating their space. That just invites the pressure from Monaco.
Yeah, and as well, like something I noticed from the game yesterday, it's just like there was a severe lack of movement as well. Like when players are on the ball, like no one's moving to create the space.
Like, let's say he goes long to Kudus, which we did a lot yesterday. Like, there's going to be no one around him.
Yeah.
If there's any touch on the ball, there's no second ball to you on. If we're going to play it short, then there's no one to knit the play with, unless Xavi comes really short. But then why Xavi on the halfway line? It's confusing to me.
Yeah.
This whole setup. And then if you're going to play it short like this, you can't have Sarr and Paulinho there, because they're not the kind of guys who are going to turn and spray passes long. You need a good passer.
Yeah.
So why didn't you prioritise that if you're going to play this way in the summer?
Yeah. It's just baffling, isn't it?
Some of this is just very confusing, especially when there's no Romero as well.
Yeah.
It's even more compounds it. So, but the thing is, this is an isolated incident. We've seen this kind of thing in our build-up a lot this season.
Yeah. The only thing that we can hope and pray that it gets better.
Gets better or it changes. Is this the plan? If it is the plan, then it's not going to change. And if it's not going to change, then what do we need to make this work?
This can't be the plan, surely. Like, I don't know.
It has to be, because it keeps happening. This is what we're seeing.
Yeah, unless the players don't fully understand the plan yet. I don't know.
I hope so. Well, I hope that's the case, but I don't know. I think if you look at that front line, we've got a 4-on-4 there. I think he wants that, so that's why they're pushed up, because he wants that 4-on-4. But there's just too much of a gap.
It can't be the plan, because this just doesn't make sense, man. There's just like acres of space there. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
But I do think he wants those four players being there is what he wants. Because
it can't be just like those four players up there and those four players back there.
I understand that. I this is what I'm trying to work out. I don't understand this, the gap there. Why is there such a big gap between the midfield defence? But I think that forward line is where he wants them to be, because he wants them pushed up against the defenders to create the space. But then that space is not being vacated. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, well, your guess is as good as mine, mate. I have no clue. Nathan Clark says, removing Bentancur, it turns out, did not solve all of our problems.
Well, he basically set the... if you see here, Bentancur's run off on 60, is that line.
Yeah.
And it got a lot... His point is it got a lot worse.
Yeah.
When Bentancur went off.
Yeah, but I also think it's a difference between starting and coming on mid-game. But look, I take his point. And I don't even know if it will solve all our problems, but let's try and find out, from starting a game like that.
Yeah, I think... And
also, you've got to say, like, away in Europe is always going to be difficult, you know what I mean? Like, it's some of the harder games. Like, even in our best of periods under Poch, like, we weren't great away in Europe.
No, that's not, the point is more about Bentancur than the team in general.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I agree with that.
But you can't just take half an hour and just say, oh, it's not going to get better.
Well, it's not that it's not going to get better, it's that it didn't.
Yeah.
It's that he went off, and in fact, we were a lot worse on the ball and more off the ball.
Yeah.
And on the ball, I think you would take, because we were much better on the ball in the first half than we were
in the first half. Yeah, we were good for 5 minutes at the end.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we were okay for 5 minutes.
Tottenham Independent Transfer Story says no comparison on modest resources. Pochettino had Southampton playing the best football in the league, was at the time at the cutting edge tactically, and even though he didn't start well, it was clear that he was what he was trying to do at Spurs, and the end result would be worth it. And that's in reply to Matt Law saying Thomas Frank's start at Spurs head coach is very similar to Pochettino's. The difference was Harry Kane was about to burst onto the scene for Pochettino. Frank's first 13, won 6, drawn 4, lost 3. One of those on penalties. Scored 22, conceded 11. Pochettino won 6, draw 4, lost 3. 4 goals for 19 and goals against 14.
Same, really. Identical record.
Yeah.
Apart from, obviously, Frank's got a bit better goal difference.
Yeah.
Very interesting. You can really draw a lot of parallels to their starts.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't really remember the style of play, like, in the first few games of Pochettino, those
It was very stodgy.
13 games.
It was very stodgy. I remember there were some games where you could see what he's trying to do, but the pressing was off it. I remember we had some very bad defeats. 3-0 at home to Liverpool, 1-0 at home to West Brom, I remember.
Did we lose to Stoke or something?
We lost to Stoke 2-1. But then remember we had we went on this run of just scoring late winners against 10 men.
Yeah.
Beat Villa right at the end, Hull, I think Swansea as well. I think Ericsson just kept scoring late winners. Kept, like, even though we were playing badly, we just kept getting over the line. And then it all flipped. I mean, it was that Everton game. It just flipped.
Yeah.
And we everything started to click in that game.
So hopefully the same thing's going to happen.
And then Chelsea really did start to click in that New Year's Day game.
Yeah, that was like the birth of Harry Kane, really. I know the Villa game was, but that game was when we because after the Villa game, we were just like all those Harry Kane memes. We didn't actually believe Harry Kane.
And obviously he was a Thursday night Messi.
Yeah, but that 5-3 game against Chelsea was just like,
okay, he's actually amazing.
Like, who is this guy, man?
This isn't a joke anymore.
But even then, after that, we were still like, is it a one-off game like this?
Yeah.
But yeah, he just goes strength to strength.
But yeah, I guess the point is, you can see early on very similar records, and that's why you don't judge a manager after 13 games.
Yeah. So Alex THFC says this could be a very toxic period. So look at this run of games that we're about to embark on. Yeah. Everton away, who have been really good this season. Newcastle away in the Cup. Obviously, going to St James is always difficult, no matter what kind of form they're in. Chelsea at home, which we've got a terrible record against. Copenhagen at home, that's got to be 3 points. Manchester United at home, who, are they turning a corner right now? Maybe.
Who knows?
Arsenal away, less said the better. PSG away, I really worry for that game. Fulham at home, who are a decent side, and then Newcastle back to St James's in the league. So, I mean, this is actually...
Romero and Udogie could missing a few of those games as well.
Yeah. There are rumours that they're trying to push through Romero for that Chelsea game, but just don't rush him back, man. Look, this is a really daunting set of fixtures. It really is. I don't even know. Like, there's going to need to be rotation in this run as well. Because this is like 2 games. I know there's an international break.
Are we asking Kudus to play every game here?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's an international break between Man United and Arsenal. But yeah, after that international break, Arsenal and PSG away in the space of a week.
God. Maybe we'll have...
You're talking about Arsenal and PSG... You're talking about the 2 best teams in Europe, pretty much, at this moment in time.
Yeah. Yep, it's a very daunting run of games, isn't it? And we've just had on paper a very nice, kind fixtures, and we haven't really made the most of those. And now we've got to make up for it in some of these
This could be
games.
the making of Frank, this run.
Could be. Or it could be the breaking of Frank. No, I don't think so. I hope not. But it's, it's weird, like the Newcastle and Everton games, I worry about more than like the Chelsea and United game. I think, I don't know, I can't see us winning these next 2. It's going to be very difficult with the way we're playing on the ball at the moment.
For some reason, everyone's going to call me crazy, but I think that Chelsea game, out of all of them, is one of the ones I worry about the least. For because I know the way that they're going to play, and I know Frank can counteract that. Where you're looking at Arsenal, like just no one can even get a shot against them. Never mind scoring. Where the way we're playing and attacking, I think it's going to be so difficult.
Will Solanke be back any time for these games? Maybe.
God knows. Newcastle always. I don't know. I feel like we can get a result against Chelsea, but I struggle to see where's some other results coming.
Oh, God. I think if we don't get any wins in any of these games...
Because none of those teams, Everton, Newcastle, Man United... No, not Man United, but Arsenal, PSG... Well, PSG will give us space, but all those other teams are not going to give us space.
I think we might get a few surprises in there.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
But...
Got to pray that we will.
Wait, why aren't he playing that game?
Yeah, Champions League, it doesn't matter.
Champions League doesn't matter. Decky maybe might be back for one of these games. I don't know.
Decky won't be back for these games.
It could be very toxic in this run. We'll wait and see. Imagine if we just do well. That'd be amazing.
Mate, this is it. This is where Frank earns his money. Sheikh Whom says this midfield was never fielded again. So this was the West Ham midfield of João Palhinha, Lucas Bergwijn, and Pat Maté-Sarr. It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah,
we haven't seen that
great.
midfield.
It was a great performance from those three, and we never saw it.
Yeah. I think Pape got injured straight after that, though, didn't he?
Pape maybe got injured. I don't understand why he's persisting with Bentancur, despite just the bad performances. Not just from him, but the team.
No.
So, we have to change something. He keeps playing those two together. I'm not even saying it can't work, but it isn't working right now.
Yeah.
Change it.
Yeah. But when you go up to Everton on the weekend,
he's going to play him, yeah.
Our away performances in general in the Premier League have been good with both of them in there.
It's true.
So it's not the Everton game where maybe he should change it. It's probably the next game, home in the league against Chelsea. That's where he needs to change it, in my opinion. Squawker says Tottenham have drawn 0-0 in any competition for the first time since March 2023. Who was that against?
I think I know. AC Milan?
Oh, Milan, Champions League, yeah.
At home.
Under Conte, yeah.
Under Conte, that was the last time we drew 0-0.
Wow.
Bloody hell, a long time ago.
Yeah, so not great. Who scored said Wilson Odegaard has created more chances than any other Tottenham player combined in the first half versus Monaco. 3 chances.
Yeah, I think he was more creative than he has been, to be honest. I think there was a bit more quality than we've seen.
Yeah, and I think it was everyone said step forward after the Villa game and another step forward now after Monaco.
Yeah, so I think just keep giving him game time. I think keep starting him. I think he's getting better and better.
Yeah. So this is Vicario's game against Monaco by numbers. History made, it says. 8 saves, 8 safe shots from inside the box, 2.68 goals, XG goals prevented, 1 out of 1 successful run-outs, 1 high claim, 10 out of 10 sofa score rating, 10 out of 10 in the player ratings as well from both of us. The first ever Italian with a perfect 10 score rating in the Champions League match. So Donnarumma, eat your heart out, mate.
Incredible. What a performance. First ever. I think he's well deserved. I think it was one of the best goalkeeper performances I've ever seen.
You know what? We've all been complaining about Vicario over the past 4 weeks or whatever, however long it's been. Yesterday he turned into prime Buffon, didn't he?
He was incredible.
Prime Buffon.
It was just like a one-man wall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Essentially, it was like no one else was doing anything to stop the opposition apart from him. It was crazy at times.
Yeah. Spurs Statman says similar story from the midfield pivot. Thought Palhinha put in another solid defensive performance though. 4 tackles, 3 clearances and interceptions from him.
But you can see again, look at that pass map from both of them.
Yeah.
Just no forward passes and very little in the central area, in the opposition half.
It's all focused to feed the wingers.
Yeah, all of it. And again, when it is forward, it's unsuccessful. How many green forward passes do you see?
Not many at all.
I don't know if I see any.
No.
Very little. It's all sideways and backwards. You can see here, and the touch map, it's all very. I mean, I guess you expect them to be touching the ball there, but both of them, you know, you need them to be. If you're going to play them both together, you need one of them to be touching the ball a bit further forward.
Yeah. The Spurs Statman as well says, we really struggled to create chances from open play. In the second half, we completed just one pass in Monaco's box. Not good enough. Yeah, I mean, we were barely in their half, never mind in their box.
Yeah, look at this. Just look at this. So this is our pass map in the final third. Yeah, there's nothing. It's very, very little centrally. Actually, it was a lot focused down the left, wasn't it? Look at that.
Yeah. Well, we were forced to go down the left because, you know, they're doubling and tripling up on Kudus. It was the same against Aston Villa as well.
But I think Odubel was just getting a lot more joy. Obviously, Porro as well was so wasteful.
Yeah.
But yeah, just look at that. Just so little in the box, so little centrally outside the box as well. There's actually frighteningly little down the right. Not even a lot. If it wasn't for Odubel getting some joy, we would have had nothing.
John McKenzie says, Pep has this quote, football is not offensive and defensive. Everything is related, which is why the Thomas Franks is fixing the defence first doesn't work for me. You can't fix the defence without impacting the attack and vice versa. The solution has to be simultaneous. I don't know, man. I think like every manager has their own way of doing things, and Frank told us the way he's doing it, and he told us he's gonna fix the defence and solidity, and then he said, you know, the easiest thing to fix is the defence, and you know the attacking patterns of play and the way we attack is harder to fix, and will take maybe a bit more time. I know Pep Guardiola's, you know, one of the best managers, if not the best manager of all time, but it doesn't mean that no other manager's way of working works.
No, that's fine, but he's saying you can't just work on a defence without
it impacting the attack. Yeah, and that's true.
But then you can't start impacting the attack.
Yeah, it's a team sport, and everything impacts each other 100%.
But you say you can't just do one. Like he's saying, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You just work on the defence without working on the attack.
Yeah.
So he's making the argument that's not how football works. Because the way you attack impacts your defence.
Yeah, I don't disagree. To be honest.
So I don't know, but I mean, but Frank didn't say he's just working on defence now.
No, he didn't say that. No.
So the implication at the moment is he's just getting us solid, and then he'll start working on the attack. But I'm sure he is working on the attack.
Yeah, look, I don't doubt that. Maybe I said it wrong. Maybe it's not that he's not working on the attack, but maybe it takes longer to see the fruits of the labour.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Squawker says, based on the quality of the shots he faced, Vicario prevented 2.68 goals against Monaco. He's just one of 4 goalkeepers to make over 8 saves and keep a clean sheet in the Champions League game for an English side in the last 10 seasons after Alisson Becker, Nick Pope and David De Gea.
I think Alisson was the final.
What, he made 8 saves against us?
Yeah.
Really?
It was a record at the time.
Well, we had 8 shots on goal.
Yeah.
I don't remember one of them.
Yeah, I know. They were all like long shots.
Good. That's mad. Anyway, COYS Confidential says, I'm being genuinely serious when I say this. If Thomas Frank doesn't work out at Tottenham Hotspur, sacking Ange Postecoglou and not giving him a chance with a full squad after the end of the 17-year trophy drought in an injury-riddled season will go down as one of the worst decisions in footballing history. You just wanted me to read that out loud, didn't you?
I'm not saying nothing.
You just wanted me to read that one out.
It's weird, isn't it, how every bad result becomes this referendum on the Ange sacking.
Yeah.
Which I don't agree with. I don't agree that it should all be linked.
Yeah.
And do I agree with this opinion? I don't agree that it was like the worst decision in footballing history to sack Ange. I don't agree that, although didn't agree, I don't agree that it was the right decision. And what I will say is it will definitely be very frustrating if it does go wrong with Frank and we did give Ange season 3. That I would agree with that. I would like to have seen what would have happened, but look, we got Frank now. I do like Frank. I do think he's going to do. He's going to do, and is actually not, and is doing a good job with us right now. It's just bad. It's just right now in the current time of recording this, we're not playing very well. That's fine. That's always going to happen at some point, especially early on.
It will get better, people. It will get better.
It will get better. I'm certain of that. But will it get to where we want it to go to? That's what I don't know. But I'm sure it'll get better.
Where do we want it to go to?
Be a consistent team offensively, dominant. Top 4 challenging, while also.
Do you not think we can do that this season? Challenge top 4.
I don't know. Well, with the way things are going right now.
Because, a few weeks ago we were talking. You're saying, top 4, top 5.
That's where we should be.
Do you think
with our squad?
Yeah. Do you think we can be there come the end of the season?
I think we can. I just don't know if the way we're playing at the moment will lead us there. And I don't know if Frank is the kind of manager long term to get us to being this, a good attacking team who's going to be getting us playing.
I think we will be there or thereabouts.
Football. I don't know. I think the evidence at the moment.
Obviously, nobody knows. I'm saying, what's
the jury's out
your prediction?
Evidence. My prediction, I think he can, but I don't. I'm just.
I think we'll definitely be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
Oh no! In terms of that, I think we can definitely be there or thereabouts. I'm talking about we want to be a team who's good to watch. I'm not saying just entertain. That's not the only important thing. I'm just saying, we just want to be better to watch, more attacking, and more fluid, and be a team who's dominant. And we're going to have to be that, given that we're Tottenham, we're going to have to be the more dominant team and the favourites in a lot of these games. I don't know how Frank copes with that situation yet.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to find out.
Yeah, the way I'm looking at it in terms of top 4, top 5, I think there are quite a few teams going to go for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Crystal Palace and Bournemouth are there or thereabouts come the end of the season. They're definitely looking like very strong teams.
I think come January we might be 7-8 points off it, but I think after Jan, come February, March, we're going to go on a really good run. And then we're going to claw it back and we're going to get right back in the mix. But I think it's going to be tight. Yeah,
because you're looking at Chelsea, maybe even Manchester United, Newcastle. Now, all these teams are all expecting to be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. So it's going to be one hell of a battle. You've got to say the top 3 is top 3. No one's going to touch the top 3.
Yeah. It's just at the moment, the problem is at the moment we're not playing that well and we don't have that much time with the training ground. So everything's coming thick and fast. He's got to try and get ways to play to win points, win games, right? And he's going to try and implement his way of playing all in the space of 1 or 2 days in between games. It's very, very difficult to do that. So I don't expect things to change massively massively in between games. It's going to have to be very, very gradual because he doesn't have the time to change things drastically in between games. There might be certain tactical things he can implement in a very short space of time. Okay, let's go back 3 in this game, blah, blah, blah. But in terms of implementing in possession styles of play, it's not. I don't expect come Everton we're going to be free flowing. It's not going to happen. It's going to be very gradual. And I think come January time, I think then we're going to see things be a lot more where he wants them to be. But I think it's going to have to be gradual implementation.
Yeah, I don't doubt that, and I think that's completely fine as well. Completely fine. Yeah. Last but not least, our friend Billy Cairns with Eric Dyer yesterday out in Monaco. He was Eric Dyer was watching the youth game, Tottenham against Monaco youth game.
He finally found the fan who was abusing him.
But apparently Eric Dyer was obviously in good spirits yesterday, taking a lot of pictures with Spurs fans in the game. And by the way, the Spurs youth team are top of the Champions League group.
I think did Williams Barnett again yesterday.
I think got an assist yesterday, but he's the guy is just...
They've won all 3 games, haven't they?
Yeah. I think the guy that got on the score sheet yesterday was Tynan Thompson. He was
great in pre-season.
Yeah. Tynan Thompson, Luca Williams Barnett and Olasesi and these guys, they're really stepping up at the moment. So that is the way the internet reacted to the game yesterday. And